So, the topic of this morning is I was just sitting here listening to a couple of videos on Mfalme Domi, his channel this morning, and I was just had this thought, and I'm just thinking, it always pisses me off when you try to bring up um when white people act clueless when you say all white people are racist. Now, of course, there's going to be a knee jerk reaction to say, no, no, to be defensive and to say that's not true. Um, and maybe it's not true that all of them are, but I wish they would just take the time to think it over instead of instantly jumping on the, the denial train, And I mean, when you say something like that, of course it's inflammatory. Of course, a person is going to want to defend themselves and say how they're a good person and all that stuff. But wouldn't you like to delve deeper into your thinking, your psyche to say maybe it's possible? If you can admit that there's racism in the world, then how come you can't admit that and in your society and even in your home and within your family, wouldn't you be able to admit that maybe you are slightly affected by that maybe that you may have some prejudices or feelings or thoughts about a race just from growing up in that? I mean, it's like saying that you're a fish swimming in the pond and you never got wet. Like, what the fuck? This is not possible. You are in a system that was dedicated to making you feel better than other people. Individually, maybe you've had experiences that have taught you some compassion and empathy and the ability to see the truth. But don't you think that rolling it around in the mud, you possibly got a little dirty? There may be some layers to yourself subconsciously, and you may have some beliefs subconsciously that are racist. It's like I just the fact that there are no listening skills, the fact that that you want to just claim that black people are crazy or angry or pulling the race card or making shit up or it's not as bad as we say it is. You won't even listen for 3 seconds. You won't even do any internal investigation into your heart and mind and spirit. And you just instantly, turn things on us. Instantly say, well, how? You make people prove that you're not this way. Motherfucker, I am not in your spirit. I am not in your heart. All I know is the fact that you don't live in reality. And you want to know how I know you don't live in reality? Because you were motherfucking surprised when shit started to get hot when Donald Trump was running for president. Y'all were all so damn surprised by how many crackers came out of the... Ooh, I never say that. Whew, excuse me, hold on. Y'all were all so surprised. A lot of y'all were surprised by how ugly shit got when Donald Trump started running for president. You were so surprised by how many racist Caucasians came out of the woodwork. Well, like I've said before, welcome to reality, because it has always been this way for us. We never did not see it. It didn't just suddenly start happening. It's been happening. And I got people telling me, oh, don't worry, because I live in a small town and people know me and my son's life has been great. He is not going to be here forever. He is a black man. He will be a black man. And this system, as much as I wish that it would be changing in the next, before he turns 18, before he turns 15, before he turns 14. Unless freaking Nibiru, something happens, some alien shit pops up, or black people really get their shit together in the next year, you bet your ass I'm afraid. You bet your ass. And I don't want to be that way because I believe in the law of attraction. And I don't want to put that shit on him with my fear. I don't want to infect him with fear. And how do you raise your child, a black male, to be realistic in this world without teaching him the realism? How do you teach him to be prideful and not draw those evil things towards him? How do you teach him to not be fearful so that he doesn't draw those things towards him? Let me say it that way. And yet still teach him the reality of life as it is right now. It's this razor's edge that you got to walk. How to teach your child to be great, and that they are great, and that he is a king. Maybe, we didn't come from a royal line as far as, actual pharaohs and things like that. But he is great simply because he is a black man in this society. Nobody throws rocks and stones and tries to suppress what is weak. Centuries, possibly millennia spent pressing us down. There's some fear involved in that. I don't care what anybody says. And when you fear something, you know it's better than you. On some level. Because nobody spends this much time, money, and effort on nothing. I mean, they're killing their own people. But anyway, I digress. So, do I even really care that white people won't admit to at least possibly having some racist tendencies, no matter how good they think they are? I'm not too bothered. In fact, I expect it. It's a little bit irritating. It's sort of like, you're going to tell your child to do something and there's going to be a little pushback. You expect that shit. It might make you roll your eyes or feel a tiny bit of type of some way, but you already expect it. So anyway, I don't know. I was just having a moment. But I wanted to give a shout out to Mfalme, Mfalme. I hope I spelled that right, Lordy. He seems like a really good guy, and I love his videos. And that's all. That's how I'm gonna end this. And peace.